Anansi, mischievous spider, scuttled through grass. He'd heard whispers, carried on the wind, of a magical pot. A pot brimming with the wisdom of ages. It was hidden, so the legend went, deep within the whispering woods, guarded by the grumpy old tortoise, Sheldon. Anansi, ever eager for knowledge and a good prank, decided to seek it out. He reached the woods, the air thick with the scent of damp earth and decaying leaves. Twisted branches clawed at the sky, casting long, eerie shadows. He found Sheldon basking on a moss-covered log, his ancient shell glistening in the dappled sunlight. Sheldon grumbled when Anansi approached, his voice like stones tumbling down a hill. "What do you want, you pesky spider?" he rasped. Anansi, ever the charmer, bowed low. "Oh, great and wise Sheldon," he began, his voice dripping with false humility. "I've heard tales of your incredible wisdom, and I've traveled far to seek your guidance. I yearn for knowledge, for understanding, for the wisdom in that very pot you guard." He gestured with a leg towards a small earthenware pot, nestled beside Sheldon. Sheldon chuckled, a dry, rattling sound. "That pot? It holds more than you could ever imagine, but it's not easily obtained. You must solve my riddle, little spider, and only then will you earn the wisdom within." Anansi, though slightly unnerved, feigned confidence. "Bring forth your riddle, wise one." "I am ready." Sheldon, with a twinkle in his eye that suggested he knew Anansi was bluffing, posed his riddle. "I have cities, but no houses, forests, but no trees, water, but no fish. What am I?" Anansi pondered. He thought of rivers, of deserts, of mountains, but none quite fit. He racked his brain, remembering all the stories and tricks he knew. But this was different. This was a true test of wit. He feigned a moment of deep thought, scratching his head with a leg. Then, a sly grin spread across his face. "A map," he declared. Sheldon was surprised. He hadn't expected Anansi to answer correctly. He had underestimated the spider's cunning. With a grunt, he admitted defeat. "You've earned it, little spider. The wisdom is yours." He lifted the lid of the pot, and a golden light spilled out, bathing Anansi in its glow. The air filled with the scent of ancient knowledge. Anansi peered into the pot, but instead of seeing words or symbols, he saw reflections. Reflections of himself, of his past tricks, of his future actions. He saw the consequences of his actions, the impact of his choices. The wisdom wasn't a collection of facts, but a mirror reflecting the true weight of his choices. He understood. The wisdom wasn't in possessing the pot, but in understanding the responsibility that came with it. He closed the lid, a newfound respect filling him. He left the pot with Sheldon, choosing to use his newly acquired wisdom wisely, remembering the reflections he'd seen.